Welcome back, guys. I'm at the Secret Garden in Elk Grove. I figured with this huge shift in temperature and the fact that we are freezing and so are our plants, we should give the new plant mommy and daddies during quarantine some advice on how to take care of these plants now that the weather's changing. I have Jennifer with me to talk a little bit about what they could be doing to save their plants during this cold weather. And we're looking at part of it right here.
Absolutely. So when the temperatures drop down to freezing, you do want to cover your frost-sensitive plants. And with succulents in particular, there are two kinds of succulents. There's the hardy ones and then the non-hardy. And if you don't know which is which, basically the ones that are filled with water and juicy, those are non-hardy, so you definitely want to cover those. There are succulents, however, that are rated to 20 degrees below zero, and you don't have to cover those. So we do have some, a little of both in here. We did not cover these last night. These will be fine. And then the rest we had to tuck into their blankets and put to sleep last night so they'd stay nice and warm.
And they did all right. Now, I know some of this is hard to find right now, but you could really cover with just about anything if you need to.
Absolutely. So pull out some old bed sheets, even a towel, anything you have that's going to protect from the frost. It's the frost we're worried about. When you woke up this morning and you saw that layer of white all over the grass or the rooftops, that's what we're trying to keep off the plants.
Yeah, and I think most of us know, okay, we should cover them if it gets this cold, but knowing what to cover and what not is the hard part. And a lot of us do keep these in our plants, and that can be helpful during a time like this.
It can. I'm going to say at most nurseries here in Sacramento, when you buy your plants, they are rated to our zone. I have been asked, what does it mean? What does zone 9B mean? Well, it's just a USDA rating that says at what temperature plants can live, the coldest that plants can live here. So I'm going to say most of the plants that you buy here are rated for our zone, but when in doubt, cover up.
Yeah, and for all the new plant moms and dads, because as you know, being here at Secret Garden, there are a lot of people who have never been through a winter yet with plants and succulents, and especially succulents, which have become so popular.
Right.
And you think, oh, they're hardy, they'll be fine, but that's not the case.
No, so of course, the cold temperatures are going to pass today, and the next thing we're going to deal with is rain. And with succulents, you don't want them to sit in wet soil. So when you cover at night, you do need to make sure you're taking that cover off in the morning. It's clear today, the sun's going to come out, get those plants exposed to sun so they can warm back up. And the other thing to pay attention to is the size of the pot. The smaller the pot, the colder the roots are going to get. They don't have that warm blanket of soil around them. So just pay attention to that. A small pot can be brought inside. A large pot maybe can come up next to the house. The big stuff you can't move, throw a cover over it.
Yeah, so uncover today so they can soak up some of the sunshine that we're going to get before that big mess of a rain that Cody's been talking about. I took all my hanging plants down, moved all mine into the garage. I am so hopeful that nothing died. That nothing died.
I killed mine off way early in the season, so I didn't have to worry about it.
Wow.
I just stopped watering them in the summer.
Just got rid of them.
Yeah.
That's because Lori's a good plant mom.
That's right.
Exactly. Thank you, Lori.
When I walk by a plant, you can actually hear it go,
Help me. Help me.
No.